Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing great. Welcome back to the Hafi and Zine channel. There's no problem with my phone. This lighting is because my younger daughter would not stop touching the lights. So that's the reason the lights are blinking. As you can see, here's all the grocery. I didn't do it, my husband did it, and you know how husbands do the grocery, they do it in a quick mode. So yes, I've got some stuff for Ramadan and there is still some left, and I think I'll have to make another trip to the grocery store because there were a couple of things that he completely forgot to bring. But yes, this is still enough. But not bad. He did a good job. He also brought some dates to distribute among our friends and neighbors. Maybe you can see them in the video. So now I'm just gonna put all the grocery away where it belongs, and meanwhile we can have a little chit chat. If you've watched my previous video, you would definitely know that I was planning to do a DIY for Ramadan, but it didn't happen and I couldn't do it because the moment I went outside to take my car out to drive to the dollar store, my car would not start, and then it had to go to the mechanic. We actually had to tow it to the mechanic. It was a bad situation. It took like 2 days to get fixed, and that's why I couldn't go for groceries. That's why I couldn't go to the dollar store at that moment and get something to do for Ramadan. But I still might do something, the last minute decoration. I don't know, I'm not sure whether I'd be doing it or not, but I'll try my best to do it. Although we do have two cars, my husband drives the SUV. I have practiced driving on the SUV, but I'm not that good. I'm a little bit hesitant still, so I don't take that out for a drive. The community that we live in is fairly new, so the supermarkets are still a little bit far away. We still have to drive for like around 15 to 20 minutes to get to a big superstore around our area, which is not a good thing. I don't like it much, and we are still waiting for this community to develop quickly so that we could have a bigger supermarket near us. Time to put all the food in the food basket. Whenever I do the grocery, it's always more expensive because I go to every single corner of the grocery store and keep in my mind to get each and everything so that I don't have to make another trip to the supermarket during the week. So whenever my husband goes for grocery, it's always like less expensive because obviously he forgets a lot of things out of the grocery list. So yeah, it's less expensive, and then he's like, see, I am so kafayat, which means financially responsible in English. And I'm like, yes honey, you make me proud, you make us proud. Not really. Moving on, the food baskets are done and most of the grocery is where it belongs. Just a few things left, some Ziplocs and the frozen food. I'm gonna throw the box in the recycle and take the patties out and put them in the freezer because that way it takes less space in the freezer. Normally I tend to buy smaller Ziplocs because those are very handy to put anything in the fridge or freeze something, or for lunches for kids. But this time I bought this huge Ziploc because I need to freeze my parathas in it, and let's see how that goes. There was something else I also tried during the last week and I wanted to share it with you. And this time it's a dessert. Today I will be making kheer, and the ingredients that we need for it is rice. I've taken 1 cup of rice, milk. I've taken 8 cups of milk. I've taken 1 cup sugar, and in the last bowl towards the right you can see some nuts. I have pistachios in it, saffron in it, cardamom in it, and almonds in it. Like my previous recipe, I'm gonna make this in the Instant Pot as well. So let's start. I was planning to share this recipe separately in food video, but then I thought, why not in a vlog, because it's a very short video and it's a very quick recipe and it took me like 20 minutes to cook it. And obviously when I'm sharing a video, it's super quick. It was only a 3 minutes video when it came to edit it, and then I decided I'm gonna add it in a vlog. Why not, right? So the first thing I did is hot some oil. I've only taken 2 tablespoons of oil, and once it's hot I'm gonna add the nuts in it, and then we have to saute the nuts for like 2 minutes, and then we can add our rice in it, give it a slight mix, and then we're gonna add the milk. The normal kheer that we cook on the stove, it takes a very long time and it needs constant stirring, and with kids around me, especially with toddlers or babies, it's very hard to stand at one point and keep on stirring it for a long time. That is when I started cooking this in an Instant Pot, and I loved it because it tastes almost the same and it's super quick. You don't have to stand beside it for like hours. So after the milk came to a boil, I closed the lid and now I'm gonna set it for 20 minutes on pressure cook. You can also use the porridge option. If you press the porridge option, it will exactly give you 20 minutes. I normally use manual settings for everything. That's why I'm using the manual pressure cook mode. After the timer was done, I left it for self pressure release for 10 minutes and now you can see what it looks like. As you can see, it's coming out great and I have also added the sugar in it. I'm gonna give it a quick mix and then I'm gonna wait for it to get hot as well to start boiling, and once that's done, I'm gonna dish it out. The consistency is so good and I just cannot wait to try it, but I had to dish it out and take some pictures for all of you and make a good detailed video for all of you so that I can share it with you. So there you go. This is your quick rice pudding dessert. It can be made at any time for your kids, your babies. You'll love it. Babies over the age of 6 months can easily have it. Also, it's a great dessert for any get-togethers. And once they appreciate it, just tell them I only waited in 20 minutes. They will not believe you because this tastes so good. I also shared some with my neighbors and they loved it too. Okay, so now I'm gonna move over to the next day. The next day we had to go out for some chores and look at the weather over here. It looks like it's a thunderstorm, but it's actually not. I don't know why we see black clouds here, but it was very windy today. It was so windy that we could feel our car moving with the wind. The weather in Calgary is so unpredictable. Like few hours back before we came out, it was quite sunny and a good weather, but all of a sudden it changed to this. So here I have the dates that I showed you in the beginning of the vlog that my husband bought to distribute. On our way, we're gonna distribute this to our friends and then we're gonna go get some Starbucks coffee. Okay, so this very cute thing happened when I visited my friend Saleha's house to give her the dates. She was making this delicious chana pulao and I could smell it. In Canadian houses, the ventilation isn't so good because of the heating and the closed windows and the closed doors. So anything that we cook, the smell goes in each and every corner of the house. But this was a beautiful smell and I was like, oh, what's cooking? I smelled something very delicious. And she said, oh, I'm making chana pulao, you want some? I was like, why not? So she right away packed this little box for us and Umar is enjoying that with his tea while the kids quickly finish their donuts and I am having my egg sandwich. I remember earlier I said that we were going to Starbucks, but we actually went to Timbits. I don't know why, because Timbits came before Starbucks. Maybe that's why. So yeah, I got all this from Timbits. Tim's, not Timbits. Okay, that's some crazy voiceover happening over here. We saw this swirling, wobbling buddy on our way back and I made a little bit of video of him dancing in the wind. This is the Tim Hortons Cup. They are having some kind of promotions every year and this year they have a similar promotion in which we can win some prizes from all these brands. Last year we had to roll the cup to see what we had won, but this year they have changed something. They've moved all of this to online. We have to scan the cup online and then they will tell whether we have won something or not. I think that's because normally people used to throw away their cups and this has happened to me twice or thrice that I just threw away my cup in the garbage and then the awakening occurred that I could have won something. I threw my luck away in the garbage. So that probably cannot happen now. You have to scan your cup online or something else because we were trying to figure it out but there wasn't any scanning code on top of the cup. Maybe you have to do it right there and then in the Tim's. I'm not sure. If anyone knows about it, please enlighten me in the comment section. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That means so much to me. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for stopping by. Have a nice day and I'll see you later. Bye.